Every day, millions of people from around the world order a Big Mac, made with the same three-part bun, two beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions. It has become one of the most recognizable burgers ever created, appearing in thousands of restaurants across the globe. Before Big Mac reaches the customer's hands, its ingredients have already traveled through one of the world's largest supply chains in the world. The burger sitting on a tray represents the work of farmers, manufacturers, transportation companies, and restaurant employees all working together. The beef comes from cattle farms, the wheat for the bun comes from agricultural fields, the lettuce, onions, pickles, and other ingredients all began their journey in different locations before eventually meeting inside a McDonald's restaurant. So how does a Big Mac actually go from farms and factories to your tray? This is the complete journey of how a Big Mac is made. Before following the ingredients, we have to go back to where the Big Mac began. McDonald's was founded in 1940 in San Bernardino, California by brothers Richard and Maurice McDonald. Their speedy service system changed the restaurant industry by introducing an assembly line approach to food preparation, allowing meals to be produced faster and more consistently. The system became the foundation for what would eventually become the largest fast food restaurant in the world. Nearly 3 decades later, a McDonald's franchise owner named Jim Delligatti believed customers wanted a larger and more filling burger. In 1967, Delligatti created a double-decker sandwich featuring 2 beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a special sauce. After becoming successful in his restaurants, McDonald's introduced the Big Mac nationwide in 1967. More than 50 years later, the Big Mac remains as McDonald's most recognizable and ordered product. The foundation of every Big Mac begins with the beef. McDonald's does not own cattle ranches or beef processing facilities. Instead, the company works with a network of approved suppliers that produce beef according to strict quality standards. Major suppliers connected to McDonald's beef production have included companies such as OSI Group, Lopez Foods, and Keystone Foods. The process begins on cattle farms across major beef-producing regions of the United States. These include areas throughout the Great Plains where cattle production is one of the largest agricultural industries. Once cattle reach processing facilities, the beef is inspected, trimmed, ground, and formed into the thin patties used in McDonald's restaurants. Consistency is one of the biggest challenges. A Big Mac purchased in one location needs to taste nearly identical to one purchased thousands of miles away. To achieve this, suppliers follow strict requirements for patty size, weight, texture, and cooking performance. After being formed, the patties are rapidly frozen and transported through McDonald's distribution network. The Big Mac's iconic sesame seed bun begins with one of the world's most important crops, wheat. Wheat grown throughout agricultural regions of North America is harvested, processed into flour, and delivered to large commercial bakeries. Companies such as East Balt Bakeries have produced buns for McDonald's restaurants across the globe. Inside these industrial bakeries, ingredients are mixed together to create dough. The dough is divided, shaped, allowed to rise, and baked in large ovens capable of producing thousands of buns every hour. After baking, sesame seeds are added, the buns are cooled, packaged, and shipped through McDonald's supply network. The middle bun, which separates the 2 beef patties, is one of the features that makes the Big Mac unique. The shredded lettuce on a Big Mac begins its journey in large agricultural regions that specialize in leafy greens. In the United States, iceberg lettuce production changes depending on the season. During the winter months, a significant amount comes from Yuma, Arizona, one of the largest winter vegetable growing regions in North America. During warmer months, production shifts towards areas such as California's Salinas Valley, often called America's Salad Bowl. After harvesting, lettuce grows through a detailed preparation process before reaching restaurants. It is washed, inspected, chopped, cooled, and packaged in controlled facilities designed to maintain freshness. Because lettuce is highly perishable, maintaining the cold chain from the farm to the restaurant is critical. The cheese slice on a Big Mac begins with milk produced by dairy farms. Milk is collected and transported to processing facilities where it is then pasteurized and transformed into processed American cheese. Unlike many traditional cheeses, processed cheese is designed specifically for consistency. It melts evenly, maintains the same texture, and performs the same way every time it is heated. The cheese is sliced, packaged, refrigerated, and transported through the same supply network that delivers the rest of the Big Mac ingredients. Some of the smallest ingredients on a Big Mac play a major role in its flavor. Pickles begin as cucumbers grown on farms before being transported to processing facilities. They are then sliced, preserved in vinegar-based brine, and prepared for distribution. The onions used on a Big Mac are specifically prepared to create their unique flavor and texture. McDonald's uses dehydrated onions that are rehydrated inside restaurants before being added to burgers. The final ingredient is the one that gives the Big Mac its identity, the famous Big Mac sauce. While McDonald's does not publicly reveal every detail of the sauce production process, it is created in large commercial food facilities where ingredients are blended, tested, packaged, and shipped to restaurants. The recipe may remain private, but producing a sauce used around the world requires strict quality control. Creating the ingredients is only half the challenge. The challenge is moving those ingredients from farms and factories to more than 40,000 McDonald's restaurants worldwide. Instead of every restaurant managing hundreds of separate suppliers, McDonald's relies on a coordinated distribution system. Distribution companies such as Martin Brower help transport food, packaging, and supplies throughout North America. Products are stored in temperature-controlled facilities before being loaded onto refrigerated trucks. Frozen beef, fresh vegetables, dairy products, and other ingredients all require different storage conditions, meaning the supply chain must operate with extreme precision. After traveling through farms, factories, and distribution centers, the ingredients finally arrive at the restaurant. The final transformation happens in only a few minutes. Beef patties are cooked on specialized grills, while buns are toasted to create the right texture. Employees follow a standardized assembly process. The bottom bun receives Big Mac sauce, followed by lettuce, onions, pickles, cheese, and the first beef patty. The middle bun is added before the second layer of ingredients is placed on top. Finally, the sesame seed top bun completes the burger. Every step is designed to create the same experience no matter where the Big Mac is purchased. The scale behind the Big Mac is almost impossible to imagine. A single burger requires coordination between farmers, food processors, manufacturers, transportation companies, distribution centers, and restaurant employees. The ingredients may come from different industries in different regions, but they all work towards the same goal, creating a burger that customers recognize anywhere in the world. The next time you unbox a Big Mac, remember that it did not begin inside a McDonald's restaurant. It began at cattle farms, wheat fields, vegetable farms, dairy operations, food processing facilities, commercial bakeries, distribution centers, and delivery trucks. Thousands of people across multiple industries contributed to creating a burger that takes only minutes to eat. A Big Mac may look simple, but behind it is one of the most complex food supply chains in the world. And now you know how Big Mac is actually made.